Hey, what's going on, guys? CodeMikeKins here. In this video we're gonna finally implement our main UCI loop, allowing us actually to convert our chess engine to the GUI. So without further ado, let's actually start writing some code. So here I just want to specify the main UCI loop, and let's create the function. It would be void, and I call it UCI loop like this. So the very first thing to consider within this UCI loop, we actually need to reset our std_in and std_out buffers. Std_in and std_out. So what does this mean? This means that when we have a look at the console, so well, let's actually open the terminal in the current working directory, and by typing make debug, and if it runs, I want to run the BBC binary executable. So what you can see on your screen is available with the so-called std_out buffer. So this is the output buffer, and if we just make our program get some user input, like using getString, a standard function of C programming language like that, that also might contain some data that is there from this, that is available there from the previous user inputs, things like that. So every time we start a new UCI loop, not a new UCI loop, but every time we start our chess engine and initialize our UCI loop, we need to make sure that those buffers are initialized to 0. So in order to do this, we can simply say like set buffer, and then std_in, and sorry, not like this, std_in like this, and we want to say this to null, and also we want set buffer of std_out to null as well, like this. And also we want to define a user for the GUI, because you can do this manually by hands from the terminal. You can input the legal UCI commands to actually play versus your own chess engine within the console. It's incredibly not easy to do, but this is possible. But that's the reason why I say like define user or GUI input buffer. So let's just create the array of characters called input, and this would be up to 2000 characters long. And the reason for taking this big number is because you remember from the previous from the explanations within the previous videos that we have, if we need to pass the entire like PGN, like a string for the moves, it really takes lots of characters. So we need to make sure that it would be enough every time actually. So that's the reason for taking such a big input here. And also when the engine starts, we want to print some identifying information, or I don't know how to call this. Print identifying, well, I don't know how to spell the word identifying, so let's drop it. Let's say print engine info, like this. So I just want to print printf, and the first thing, it would be the ID name. So this ID and name are UCI specific commands. So the name would be BBC, which stands for binary chess, for Bitboard chess, and the new line. Obviously, if you have the different versions, you can define this string and then alter it somewhere in the source code. But that's not the point actually. I just want to give you the overall idea of how to do this. Then we need to specify ID name, and here I just want to say CodeMikeKin feel free to put your own name here, obviously, and also printf. But when it comes to implementing the transposition table, here we'll print some stuff to set the size of the transposition table in megabytes. But for now we don't really need this, so as far as we don't yet have our transposition table, we can, and as far as we're supposed to be updating, altering, and adjusting our UCI code later on, I will now just say UCI OK, which gives a GUI an idea that this is the UCI chess engine. And actually, well, I'm not sure regarding these commands. Are they UCI specific? Probably they are. I'm not sure. But anyway, UCI OK means that chess engine is okay to speak via the UCI protocol. And here, actually, we have the main game loop. It's not really a game loop. It's a UCI loop. So let's just call it main loop like this. And here, don't hate me for using while true, because I know it's generally a bad thing to do, but as far as I'm reusing the code for UCI loop from legendary Wise Chess Engine by Richard Allbert, also known as Bluefever Software, so if he does this like this, then I think that I can do this like this as well. So the very first thing to consider, we need to reset our user or GUI input every time here. So just to clear that up, and I would be using the memset function, and the first argument is input, and then I forgot the syntax for memset. Let me see. Then what to set up, so 0, and then the size. Okay, so memset 0 and the size of our input, so of this particular this particular array of characters. Okay, now we need to make sure that output kind of reaches the GUI, and in order to do this, I'm going to be using a flush function that is designed for this purposes. So without this, it might not be working properly. So flush and stdout. Sorry, just probably like this. And now we want to get the user or GUI input, and we can simply say if not fgets, and so fgets actually takes our input, and first argument is the array of characters where to write the input to, so I'm using this input, then the number of characters, so we're using this number of how many characters we have there, so up to 2000 characters. Okay, and the source is std in. Okay, so in this case we just want to continue the loop, so like this. And the next condition to figure out, so we want to make sure that the very first element, the very first character within our input is not equal to the new line, so to make sure that the command is actually entered. So make sure input is available, let's say like this, available. So we can say if input and the very first character is equal to the new line, we want to continue the loop as well. Okay, and now we'll go for handling actual UCI commands that are about to be received from the GUI. So there would be commands like is ready, and we need to answer ready OK. So let's say GUI sends the command to engine is ready, and engine sends let's make it like here, and engine sends command back to the GUI, and he says ready OK. And this means that, well, actually, well, let's make it from the new line, or well, let's make it this like so. That's the very first kind of hello from GUI to chess engine, and like hello from engine to GUI as well. So now I just want to reuse my string str on and compare function, because I don't really remember syntax by heart. So this one, and here, okay. Here we want to parse UCI is ready command. So if this would be is ready, and we need to count the number of bytes to compare, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this case, we want to printf ready OK and the new line like this, and actually want to continue the loop as well, so like this. And now we actually want to parse our UCI position command that we have already implemented a function to take care about this position command, and we can say if command equals, well, not position, let's say start pause. It's better to or no, hold on a second, it's actually position. So position, so if command is equal to position here, and let's calculate the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, here 8 is correct. In this case, we want to call our parse position command function, and I just want to say hold on guys, I just want to call parse position, and I'm sending the entire input, the pointer to the very first element of this array of characters, or literally I'm sending the entire GUI command like we've been working with, let's say here. So this might be the input of the value of our input array here. So I'm passing this like entire string as an argument to our parse position command. That's kind of it. And another command is the UCI new game. So I want to parse UCI new game command. So here we can also say like if engine is okay, then well, let's say GUI can send the UCI new game command, and this command is sent every time when you click. Well, say in Arena GUI, every time you click starting new game, this UCI new game is sent to the engine. You can debug that within the engine debug window in within the Arena GUI. So here, I just want to say if this is equal to UCI new game, and so how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters. So in this case, I just want to call parse position function again, but I'm calling this not with the input, but instead I'm just calling this position start pause. So I'm kind of crafting this command by hand because this is the exact thing we need to do in case of this UCI new game command. That's kind of it. Okay. The next thing to consider would be parsing the UCI go command. So here, sorry, just want to reuse this part. So if command is equal to go and only two characters, and in this case we want to call parse go command, parse go function, and we simply say like parse go and send in this input whatever is there, like go depth 7 or go white increment, black increment, white time, black time, white moves to go, black moves to go, things like that. Another thing to consider, we need to take care of quit command, parse UCI quit command, and this is very trivial one, so it just breaks out of the UCI loop, that's it. So here quit and for characters, so just just exit exit chess engine, exit how to call this, finish the work of chess engine. It sounds weird how to call this. Well, I just want to say break. Just quit from the chess engine program. Execution. Okay, not the best possible commentary ever, but at least this is what it does. Okay. And the very last command to take care is the actual UCI command. I'm not sure, but probably this is the command testing whether the engine supports the UCI protocol or not. And in this case, we want to print this engine info here. So just, not cut, copy, and paste, and this should be really kind of it. Well, okay guys, so let's actually now try to compile the code. I really hope. Okay, so command declared. Oh, okay, sorry, it's not about command, it's about the input, obviously. So I'm really sorry for this blind copy pasting. So obviously we're dealing with the input every time. Okay, so at this moment we are already capable of testing the UCI command, but before we go, okay, so depth would be serving as the placeholder for depth, which is okay, but here instead of this information, I just want to print board. So every time we would be initializing the board with a new position, it should get printed. It's okay from the UCI perspective, so GUI does, well, at least Arena GUI doesn't seem to give any penalties for this, so it would just be printing this board within its inner logs within the GUI when in the window that is displaying that process of interaction between the GUI and the chess program. So we don't really need all this stuff anymore, and just we can start the UCI loop. But I just want to, well, okay, let's say just connect to the GUI. I just want to specify use a loop. I just want to specify some debug, some variable called debug to switch between the code to run engine in USA mode and if we want to debug some part of it, but probably it would be better to implement this later on. So now let's try to see what's gonna be happening here. So by default, okay, so I just forgot to put the new line here after CodeMonkeyKin. Okay. And probably here as well. Save. Okay. Okay, you say okay, so you say I should print the same. Is ready. Okay. Okay, so UCI new game should initialize the starting position. Hold on a sec. UCI new game. Hold on a sec. What a weird stuff is this? Hold on a sec. What did I do wrong? I just want to... Did I spell UCI new game in a bad way? Why doesn't print this? Okay guys, so I've just realized that obviously I need to say else if, because otherwise it just escapes instantly. So now this should work, hopefully. Okay, and let's actually try to compile and run again. Okay, so UCI new game. Okay, well, but I'm just wondering why didn't print any. Just hold on a sec. It had to print the chessboard, so let's have a look. It doesn't print. It seems to be working, but I can't see it print in the chessboard. Oh, what have I done? Oh man. Excuse me, just put this into a bit wrong place. Like this. So, okay, so UCI, this info, okay, is ready, okay, UCI new game. Okay, prints the board, so goes for the start position, perfect. Then position start pause should go the same. Now position start pause paste and moves and E2 E4. Just grab this. So it should print. Okay, it makes the move. Now let's say E7 E5. Okay, so it makes the moves, and now let's say go depth 5. It just prints this. It's gonna be going to depth 5, perfect. And go depth and go like something else. Oh, what have I done? Okay. It's going to depth 6 by default, which is okay. Okay, and also let's test our FEN. So tricky position here. Copy and let's say position position FEN and bring the FEN in. And I just want to grab all this stuff. So we do have our FEN being initialized, and now let's try to bring in some moves like E2 goes to A6. So E2 goes to A6. Okay, and we got this capture. Perfect. So this kind of works. So let's just add a couple more moves. So E2 takes on A6 and king castles to king side. So E8 to G8. Okay, so we got this bishop captures, king castles. Now we can go depth. Okay, and if we just quit, then we escape of the main loop. Perfect. So okay guys, so probably the very last thing regarding this video, I would probably like to just make a placeholder for our search position function. So instead of printing this depth, let's make this search position, save, and just right above the UCI stuff here, I will just want to create the search header. So here, let's say search position for the best move, and this would be I guess void, right? So void search position, and just by now it would be taking the only depth argument. Later on this probably would be changed, and here I just want to, so here I just say best move placeholder. So I just want to say printf, and I need to say best move, which is the UCI command as well, and let's say d2, d4, and enter, like this. Okay, so now it should be, so let's go for UCI new game, and let's say go depth, whatever depth, and he returns the best move, and this move should already be done on the chessboard within the GUI. So let's now test this, and we'll end this video by that point. So I just want to open my arena, okay, and here I was testing the current version, the current development state of this engine that we're working on. So yeah, probably I would need to connect this almost every time because the new folders are about to appear there. Well, not a big deal. Okay, so just let's install new engine here, and not from here, but I just want to select my current version. So it's the folder UCI loop, and this one. I'm not sure if it's about to be detected automatically. Well, it seems like it doesn't. It happens from time to time. So in this case, we need to go to manage. I don't want this engines anymore, and here he has created the new engine, so we need to activate it and go to details, and let's specify the author, and here BBC, well, let's call it like YouTube, and command line, we just need to pick up this executable, binary executable file here, country, well, Ukraine, but doesn't matter that much really. And to type would it be UCI and OK. And now it's been loaded. By default it assigns 2 megabytes for the transposition tables, even though we don't have that, but doesn't matter. But if it just print, it should print, yeah, it makes the move d2, d4. If it print again, it would give an error because it would be given the d2, d4 move every time, because that's just a matter of placeholder. But here we can have a log window, and you see like it prints the board, which is fine. It prints the best move. This move is made, so it says like it's found move, and well, regardless of what time control to go, it was searching with a depth of 6. Well, it wasn't searching actually, but the depth was set to 6. And here it just moves, it just brings d2, d4 again, because it doesn't really do anything on the chessboard, because it doesn't, this position, whatever position, it would always be returning this d2, d4, because this is just a placeholder. But I just wanted to prove the concept that this particular UCI loop that we've created, powered by parse position and parse go commands with a parse move function as well, they are actually giving us an ability to connect our chess engine to the GUI. So from now on, we would be able to keep track of the changes made within the search and the evaluation within the GUI, which is incredibly handy during the development process. Okay guys, so this is it from my side, and starting from the next video we're gonna implement some very basic, probably rudimentary implementation evaluation function, just to give an engine an idea of where to develop its pieces and the piece weights as well, so just to give a reasonable exchanges. And that would be already ready enough to actually make our search function better and better every next video, because just it would be enough to start improving, first implement and then go improving our search function. And when our search function reaches well, at this moment, but at the moment of recording this video, I'm currently having this BBC engine playing blitz at the depth of 9, and it doesn't have a transposition table yet. So let me just, as far as we've already loaded this arena, let me just show you the current state of how it plays. So let's go manage, and no, not manage, sorry, load engine. Yeah, no, what, just hold on a sec. Oh, select here. So if I just try this BBC, the version I'm currently working on, and just ask it to play some game, so it would be playing depth 9. So see here, well, probably maybe I need to reload the arena. Sometimes it doesn't work straight ahead, not sure exactly why this is happening, but okay. Engine not loaded. Well, really? Okay, so let me just reload my arena just to give you an idea regarding the current development state of the chess engine. So the new game, and hold on a sec, what's gonna run? Load engine, BBC, okay. Can you make a move? Oh, come on. Okay guys, okay, just pause the recording for a while and try to make it work, and then I'll get back to you. Hold on. Oh, it seems like I know what's the problem, so let me quickly go to the current version. Probably it's in the debug mode now, I believe. Might be, yeah, it's in the debug mode, which is not that great idea at all. And if I just close the entire sources, and okay, I just want to make it for release, and yeah, just want to make it basically. Just checking out if, yeah, it supports the UCI now. Okay, so it now should be. Okay, now it started. It has just started calculating. So it takes him for about, yeah. So it doesn't. Okay, let's give it a little demo here. So it plays at the depth of 9 now. Believe it or not, it's a bit slow, but actually it plays. And don't see it the most because the evaluation is very rudimentary here. It's not really playing that great. Well, at least when it plays versus itself, it's quite pretty nice games. But when it plays versus TSCP, it manages to lose even when TSCP hits the depth of 6, while BBC hits the depth of 9. And still, due to the very poor evaluation, it just gets very awful positions out of the opening. So before playing actual games versus TSCP, I would first implement a solid evaluation function, because TSCP actually does have a solid evaluation function. So even though it doesn't calculate that dip, just based on its evaluation function, it's quite pretty nice, even at the depth of 6. But obviously, I had a game where BBC was only hitting the depth of 7 in Blitz, and TSCP only the depth of 6, and it was the Queen's Gambit Decline game, and eventually BBC won that game. And I'm just wondering, well, okay, so just to give you an idea, that it plays Blitz with a depth of 9 currently, the current development state, which is quite pretty impressive, and there is no transposition table at the moment. So I just want to try to open the PGN that is still available. I'm just really wondering, yeah, TSCP. So this should be the PGN copy. Can I paste the PGN from? Oh, I can just open the PGN. So desktop, this one. I just want to show you that game, guys, because it's quite pretty exciting. Now I wanted this one. So BBC was playing black versus TSCP, and we have this. Oh, it's not a queen. Sorry, I just fooled you guys. It's not a Queen's Gambit Decline. Sorry, it's just some unknown to me variation. Sorry, I just was thinking that it was a Queen's Gambit Decline for some case. Even though it didn't castle, and the position from the open is absolutely awful, because the evaluation of BBC at this particular time is only material weights and positional scores, and that's it. So TSCP is outplaying positionally because it just has a better evaluation. But even still, just to give you an idea like how this game is gonna be going, eventually it would be taken, it would win actually. You see, like, it just won a piece, so it's already a piece up here. And well, the pawn structure is horrible, and TSCP has these dangerous passed pawns, but they are not about to go anywhere, fortunately. Well, in many other cases, they are actually able. So to go to queen here. So I need to say that BBC has really iron balls, because it doesn't really care about these pawns, to be honest. And this doesn't. Yeah. So it gives a rook now. TSCP just gave up a rook, and even still, nothing to be done here. So, and now it's just gonna mate quite pretty soon. So just going queen in, and that's it, and we're done. So this is the game. So the very first successful game versus TSCP played by BBC, the engine we're currently working on here on YouTube. So you see, like, it was hitting the depth of 7, while TSCP, well, sometimes it was hitting the last depth. Mostly it was the depth of 6. Sometimes it was the depth of 7 as well. So if you just go back, if you just keep track of the depth, you see, like, mostly TSCP goes for the depth of 6, but it implements the Windward protocol. Well, here you don't get only depth 5. So assuming the Windward protocol and some time management, it just plays the various depth based on the time control. So I'm not sure how exactly that is working, but BBC was always playing at the depth of 7. So it was the version before the one I've been showing you now. But again, like, BBC was just lucky in this position because it just had, you know, like, some advantages, because I don't know, just a miracle. But positionally, he's much worse here, and that's the matter of not the search, but of the evaluation function that we need to build accordingly to make it get in reasonable positions out of the opening. Well, okay, guys, so this is it from my side. This was just a little bonus at the very end, so just to give you an idea and some inspiration, like what in particular, like how in particular our chess engine is gonna be, what it is gonna be what it gonna look like, and just to give you an estimate strength. Well, it's not the strength; it's just better. It's better to say, like, estimate search potential at this moment. So then it was only 7 depth ply, but now it goes 9 depth ply in Blitz. without any transposition table. So I hope that it would go even deeper with the transposition table being implemented, and I'm now actually trying doing that, having some consultations from the guys from Talk Chess within the technical discussion. They hate me for my noob questions, but hopefully I think that will come with some reasonable transposition table at the very end. Okay guys, so this is it from my side. Thanks for watching, thanks for following these tutorials. I hope to see you in the next videos within this series. Until then, and take care.